She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in. She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in.
Hey, this is for them girls that never stray with you. I'm telling you to avoid them. It's not worth it. Respect yourself, King.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever fucking time it is, in whatever fucking bumfuck place you live. I'm Little Hooligan, and I'll be your host for the next few minutes. We're not going to be talking about music today, and we're not going to be talking about Milix or crypto. So basically, we're going to start a new segment on the channel, and it's going to be called MMA Minute. And I'll just talk about some of the news that's going on today and in the recent weeks since the New Year's Eve. And speaking of New Year's Eve, I want to jump into the Dana White controversy. There's an article here. So it says Dana White reveals punishment for striking wife on New Year's Eve. The UFC President Dana White has revealed what his punishment would be after his viral altercation with his wife on New Year's Eve. White and his wife Anne were caught on video having a fight at a New Year's Eve party in Mexico. Anne smacked him. White responded by hitting his wife before people separated the two sides. White and his wife had since apologized to one another, with two of them stating that the altercation was a one-time incident. They've been together for multiple decades and have children as well. White and his wife also admitted that they were heavily intoxicated at the time of the fight. In the aftermath of arguably the darkest moment of UFC tenure, critics of White's actions have pondered what the outcome will be of the incident. This includes White self-imposing a suspension or him stepping down from UFC presidency entirely. During a press conference, White explained he won't receive any formal repercussions after the incident with his wife. What should the repercussions be? White said. I take 30 days off? How does that hurt me? It's much like COVID. Actually, me leaving hurts the company, hurts my employees, hurts the fighters. It doesn't hurt me. I've left in 2016. I could have left in 2016. Do I need to reflect? No, I don't need to reflect. The next morning when I woke, I've been against this. I've owned up to this and I'm telling you that I was wrong. We've had plenty of discussions internally with Ari and ESPN and nobody's happy about this. Neither am I. But it happened and I have to deal with it. Well guys, what do you think about that? No real punishment. You can't really punish him. Like, tit for tat, man. Any girl hits me, like if she kicks me in the bollocks, she's getting punched in the face. But if she slaps me or something like that, I'll probably shake it off. But if she makes me bleed or fucking gouges my eyes or something like that, then I'm punching the bitch. You know what I mean? I'll just give her a slap. All these feminists, they want equal rights until fucking they feel the force of a slap in the face. You know what I mean? It's just a load of bullshit, really. I don't know. I'm not a massive feminist, to be perfectly honest. It just seems that they don't want equal rights. They want fucking more rights than men. And that's just fucking unacceptable, especially when, like, in stuff like sports, that they don't bring in as much revenue as the professional males and stuff like that. It's absolutely despicable, this feminist wave that's trying to wash over the fucking planet, and it's fucking retarded. Blue-haired liberal twats. Thing is, I'm liberal. I smoke weed, and I feel that anybody has the right to do whatever the fuck they want until they fucking pose their fucking opinions and their fucking beliefs on me, and then it's like, well, you can get fucked, and then I get called right-wing just for fucking not putting up with somebody trying to one-up me or trying to get more rights than I personally have myself. I think it's bullshit. And when it comes to fucking women hitting men, look, if a woman wants to hit a man, be fucking prepared to get a smack back. Alright, it might not be full force, but you'll get a dig in the face, you'll get a fucking little dink, you know what I mean? And like, if you dink a woman, you usually sink them.
She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in. She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in.
Hey, this is for them girls that never stray with you. I'm telling you to avoid them. It's not worth it. Respect yourself, King.
Talking from the heart, I know this bitch will bring you down. I mean it from the start, you know she only mess you around. She fucking with your heart and it will only bring you frowns. I really think it's time that I fucking leave this town. She always calls you up, but it's only to put you down. She thinks that you're the one, but then you find them all around. She used to be so fun, but then she's dragging on the ground. She used to be the one, yeah, she used to be my love. Now it only hurts her just to see the way you are. You break another heart and then you're leaving with a scar. Cause all you do is front and then you're leaving really far. I think that this is fuck, but then it's just the way you are. She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in. She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in.
Yeah, and I got some more to say. If they don't appreciate you and what you bring to the table, just jog 'em on. Too many men go through this, it's time to stop simping. Stop simping and stop pimping.
She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in. She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in. She doesn't give a fuck about what you gonna say. She doesn't give a fuck and then she done it anyway. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never understand. She doesn't give a fuck and no, you'll never take her in.